the blue side, Xiake on the red, Ewiz as well as Graveyard being banned out from this game. So we'll see what both players have brought to the field. It's going to be an Ice Golem right away and Knight. So that is annoying deck hit number 1. I've always said Knight openers mean that you're about to face something very frustrating. And there's your Ice Spirit. So I'm looking at my X-Bow coming up here. Nope, it's Lock Bait. Just kidding. There's the Lock Bait. It's going to go in. And no lock here from Poseidon so far. Maybe not in cycle. We'll see if that's the case here. There is his Hog Rider. The Zap going to be taking out those goblins very nicely. Tornado. Yep, was just about to call for that. And a perfect log as well. Even activates the King Tower.
Nice.
Now that is something to write home about, as they will open up Xiake to a better defense line. And running that unique Tornado in his Lock Bait. So it might not even be full Lock Bait. He might be attacking in a Mega Knight. No, never mind. Just kidding.
It should be Mega Knight. Oh,
no. I'm sure he has Rocket, right? For Xiake.
Oh, for Xiake, yeah.
Xiake should have Rocket, but Poseidon, like you said, might be running a Mega Knight. With the double, with that King Tower activated, it is going to be a little bit tougher on that Hog Rider to get some damage in. And here we go, Hog Rider going in again as the barrel goes out. The Goblin Gang goes in. Is there going to be a Zap? Nice Tornado once again. Get the 3 towers on that Hog. Shoot down that pig. We got
0
some
damage
Hogs
done.
here. Yep, perfect. Well, once the King Tower's up, that Hog Rider is going to have a hard time pushing in. So we're going to have to rely on other things here. But meanwhile, we'll see what Xiake can do. You know, he has revealed pretty much that he's Lock Bait, and that is very open to exploitation as well, because once you take out that Knight, you don't really have a lot of tanks in the way.
Poseidon doesn't have lock as well. It's very hard to deal with the Goblin Barrel. You only have the Goblins, and Goblins are not that great to deal with the Goblin Barrel. So Xiake will get value every single time. Always going for the other tower.
Then pre-log as well. Perfect!
Oh, wow.
Gets the Goblin in, but this time doesn't actually manage to stop the Hog Rider, only getting 1 shot off. But now he will deploy that Bridge Princess going in as well. The Goblins are going to stay on the side there and maybe clean up this Ice Golem, and that's very nice. Oh, tries to go for the Tornado a little bit too late, like you mentioned. The Mega Knight immediately going to be opening here. I'm not sure about that, but the pre-log coming in again. Oh, Fireball to stop this thing. So that is going to be potentially problematic, as he has already dropped the Knight there. But he should be back in cycle soon enough. And that Princess going to go in once again.
Gonna try to cycle as quickly as possible back to his Knight. Yeah,
that is going to be super tricky. Needs that Tornado here. Yep. Suck them all in. That Inferno Dragon is up. Alright, does not get a shot off. We'll see if we get a nice Ice Spirit there. Perfect kiting so far from Xiake. The marker for great player. The Knight gets the better of that Mega Knight, and now the Goblins as well. They get shot down by the King Tower. We've got constant aggression from both sides. The Fireball a little bit off there, as they will actually commit a huge amount of elixir, and now he will have to answer this push because he used that Fireball. He doesn't have an answer. Oh! The Goblins mopped up by the log, and that is going to be a really nice Princess, but she does get pushed around by that Ice Golem, so that's going to be a slight bit of distraction happening over here. This Lock Bait is doing quite a bit of damage. Here comes the barrel again. The minions are not going to be slicing it enough, and that is Rocket Range.
Rocket Range.
That is game and done. The Rocket's going to fly over from the King. Hello! Boom! Down he goes, and that is a win here. Poseidon gets Lock Baited. Xiake with the plays. Perfect execution there with a little bit of a flex tech in with the Tornado. Like it a lot.
And Ice Spirit plays as well. Very
nice
good
timing on those Ice Spirits as well, like you mentioned.
Very fast reaction, because
he does play on that mini iPad, like you said. Remember, we talked about it. The bigger the screen lets you have your units placed a little bit more precisely. And at the cost of having to move your hands a little further. And he's using a mini iPad, so it's like a 50-50, get the best of both worlds. Don't really need that many pixels.
You don't need to.
Yeah. On the other hand, you don't really have to swipe that far to place your units, and that is that was a great play, man. That although it's Lock Bait, I felt that it was well done.
Yeah, it was very professionally done by Xiake there, and looked really composed as compared to the previous days, and he plays his card well. Maybe slight mistake there with a Goblin Gang trying to stop the Ice Golem late on, but it didn't cost him that much. He got the King Tower activated anyway, so that was huge for TMD Xiake, and that's the catalyst for his win today is Poseidon. But that's just game 1. We are going into game 2. So Poseidon went for the MK Hawk deck that worked very well for him. Didn't work against Taiwan
Just
number
let
1.
him around his nose, man.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, very unfortunate. So he might want to rethink what he want to do maybe go with the Balloon Mega Knight deck that he favored as well, that worked for him yesterday. So as for Xiake, he has so many decks created that he's comfortable with, but he decided to use a classic lock bait. Well, he changed up the Inferno Tower for the Tornado, but still lock bait, very consistent in other regions, not in CCGS Southeast Asia. The win rate is really low, but we saw Tali winning with it. Now we saw Xiake winning with it. So I won't be too surprised if he goes back to lock bait again, just to, you know, play with something that is more conventional. Yeah, we are going to game 2. Yeah.
Let's see what happens now. Poseidon is 1 game down, needs another one to tie up the series. Xiake on the red side, looking to slam the door shut with a 2-0. Let's see what happens. Goblins to open. There's the Knight. Alrighty, annoying deck. Let's go. Ice Golem Hawk Rider. Looks like it's the same strategy, but no, this is the Spear Goblin deck. Okay. No, it gets zapped down though. That's a problem. He needs that Tornado now.
Hawk Rider is gonna get 3 hits.
Many hits there. That's a real rough one.
This is gonna be a pretty good push.
Is this zap bait?
Wow.
I don't know.
Ice Golem plays very well.
That Ice Golem is gonna clean things up, and now Xiake looking a little rough there as the Hawk Rider got some big hits down. Want to see what this deck is, because we saw this deck the last time. It was a Goblin Graveyard deck, but this time
with Tesla as well.
I'm not sure what it's going to actually be. Maybe Expo. We'll see.
Maybe.
It might be Expo. But very light on the air defense though. So
light on air defense, a little lackluster against Hawk as well. Maybe he didn't have the Tesla as his starting hand.
Maybe he doesn't expect his opponent to play so many same
deck
strategy.
as well.
That minion is just gonna answer. Those minions are just gonna answer that so well. And now does he have it?
There
There's the Tesla. All right, the Tesla has a lot of work cut out for it though. It's gonna be rough. That minion to the side there. There's Eye Dragon. Oh, the bat's good. Good timing there. Xiake once again with the pixel perfect place blocks out the enemy. His tower is still lower than the enemies, and that's a problem.
Spear Goblin. Spear Goblin hit really hard right now if left alone. So I think that was a good decision, an equal trade there.
Yeah, this looks like a Hawk Cycle, the exact same deck, I think.
Yeah. With the Mega Knight.
Opens the Minor on the other side there. Oh, gets the poison across. So that is, wow, it's a poison Minor chip. Alright, we'll see how well that does, man. This... I'm not
very cheap deck.
Yeah, it's a very cheap cycle, poison cycle. So we'll see his double elixir. That's when it gets really annoying. Nice Tesla placement. Going to draw their Hawk Rider, but the fireball coming. Oh, he misses the Tesla though. Oh. That is a problem. The log comes in there, sweeps out the minions. Okay, nope. The minions actually, the defensive miner was forced there. Yeah, needed to do that. Otherwise, might have gotten a Mega Knight hit, and that would have been disastrous with that fireball in hand. But missing that fireball, man.
Wow.
That cost him a few Hawk hits. Tesla going to be going down prematurely here, but he just wants to have a little bit of a defensive play.
Yeah.
Don't want to put too many cards on the board for now. He's just going to wait for Mega Knight to leave, and then he's going to drop a Minor. Wow, a backline Hawk Rider. That's going to allow him to cycle a lot quicker. Fireball goes in, gets some massive value, but the Tesla is going to be left.
This
Tesla is going to be left. Oh, the Goblins are going to get sat on. We can look at Tesla number 2 here, but like we said,
second Hawk Rider
is going to roll in and cause some big trouble here for the right side, and now he's going to be fireball range.
Oh wow, that's GG Poseidon.
Xiake goes down. He coming here from Poseidon, and we get a tiebreaker here.
Yeah. Punching the table as well, Poseidon. Really happy with that. A little suspect from Xiake there.
Interesting deck. I don't know if I would have run the same thing. It's your opponent has shown his willingness to run Hawk Rider, and this time without that Tornado, it made it so difficult for him to play anything. And yeah, man, that was a rough loss, and it was purely based on deck choice.
Yeah,
Poseidon stuck to his guns, went for the same thing. I feel like next game might be Balloon time.
I just feel that the deck that Xiake chose didn't have a tank killer at all.
Yeah,
the Tesla is too weak. If you face,
give up on that card, man.
He is not he is not reading his opponent well, because okay, Poseidon famous for his bridge spam. Battle Ram is very good against Tesla, and then he plays a lot of Mega Knight, and then Tesla is obviously weak against Mega Knight as well. So I'm not too sure what he's trying to do there with this such a fragile deck.
Yeah. A very fragile deck, and I always feel, when you build a deck, you definitely need tank killers. At least one. Sometimes you need to fit in 2.
Yeah.
Just to be very sure, because you might get it on the wrong hand, stuff like that. So, yeah, it feels very odd that he doesn't have a single tank killer. No good Hawk counters either. The Tesla, you can say it is, but it's not the best.
Why would you run Goblin and Spear Goblin when you have the Goblin Gang? Right.
It's kind of true,
yeah. It's so weird.
I mean, running either of those are good for cycling, but I think he just wanted to really cycle. But I feel like he could have just squeezed in a mini P.E.K.K.A. and then still be okay with that. Like, maybe the Spear Goblins are a little bit off. I think a mini P.E.K.K.A. would have been great to snipe out some tanks.
This is not the first time he tried to play that deck,
He ran it Graveyard the last time.
Without Graveyard even, it's just minor Poison Tesla. 3 losses, 0 wins. With that, stop it, Xiake.
It's time to stop.
Aaron must be like, what the heck are you doing, dude?
Yeah, man. We gotta get that TMD domination today. Gotta get that TMD domination. I don't know, man. Xiake, block bait worked out for him. Should have stuck to that. But if that's not that's not what he's gonna do, should definitely switch up the game here. I mean, he banned E-Wiz. Why not run Inferno? I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't run Inferno. If that was an Inferno tower, he might have a better shot as well. But we'll see what happens in game number 3, because this, I don't know, man. Can Xiake actually beat Poseidon? Because if Poseidon wins, Legend's going to be a little bit sad, and Aaron's going to have a little bit tougher of a climb there. So, like we said, all the points now matter, and if Xiake beats down Poseidon, it will be a big help to Aaron. So TMD needs all their players to win their games today. All right, game number 3, the deciding match here to decide who will take that 2 points. It will be Graveyard versus Graveyard and Electro Wiz banned out. Okay, opening with Goblins already. Maybe we see this. Maybe we see this Lava Hound deck up from Xiake again. We did see it before. It could happen again. Oh, Furnace! Hello.
Furnace.
I like Furnaces. It's chip damage. The Hawk Rider missed. I like the Furnace placement as well. In ladder, you don't do that because you face against Royal Giants. And that is in Royal Giant range. But
just going for minor Furnace chip deck.
In a pro game, you can actually do that because there are no Royal Giants.
So Poseidon looks like the same deck again. He trusts this deck a lot. So finally, Inferno Dragon. This is something that won't frustrate me as comparison with game number 2.
Oh, Golem, hello.
Alright,
so gonna ignore that Mega Knight on the side there. The Eye Dragon on the right gonna be coming out. I don't know what he has. I love it. But that is gonna be a gamble though. He might actually go for the 3 crown. We'll see who raises first. It does look a little bit dicey. We'll see if we manage to deal that Eye Dragon. Then he has the minions there to deal with it. And this might be a 3 crown. This is a 3 crown. He doesn't have the Inferno Dragons. They don't burn through fast enough. The Inferno Dragon is going in. The Golem as well. Are we going to have the lock in? Is it going to do it? It's a lot of damage. It's too much damage, man. The Miner going in. 3 crowns. Down he goes.
Xiake.
What a play.
Less than a minute.
That all in. That all in from